So let's just get that one. I should have called I should have called the Lieutenant Surge. It doesn't matter anyways. So Lieutenant Surge, Misty's Favor for 3 cards. We have a Morgan. So we need Dana, Evelyn, and Nita. So we got all 4 stylists at hand. Time for the fashion show. We got no water energies, darn it. So we got lightning, steel, but no water energy. So there we go. We're gonna have to use our Tingly Return. Amazing Surge for 3 knockouts. So they can actually use... Hello everybody, welcome back to Bearware the Terrible. So today we have a new deck in the standard format for you called the Amazing Style. So in Amazing Style, we are featuring our Shining Fates card, the Amazing Rare Kyogre, with the Amazing Surge attack, allowing you to deal 80 spread damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon with 4 energy costs. So the 4 type energies are 4 colorful energies. We need a water energy, we need lightning, steel, and a colorless energy. So how are we going to charge those energies? We are using our Amazing Stylist card, Morgan. So Morgan allows you to look at the top 12 cards of your deck and attach any number of energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. So it is very different from End's Resolve and Bea, but it's basically the same thing. End's Resolve allow you to discard the top 6 cards of your deck and attach any basic energy cards into your Dragon type Pokemon, Dragon type benched Pokemon. So that is a huge restriction. It only allows you to attach to Dragon types, it only allows you to attach to your benched Pokemon, and it's only the top 6 cards of your deck. So why is it so contrasting? Why is the difference so big? Why does Morgan has such a huge advantage over cards like End's Resolve or Bea? Because Bea also allows you to attach any type of energy cards, not just basic, but it only allows you to attach to your fighting type Pokemons. So Bea is and Bea is only the top 5 cards of your deck. You discard the other non-energy cards as well. So with Morgan, you shuffle the other cards back into your deck if they are not energy cards. So you get to save those cards. You don't have to worry about using a paw pad to save your energy card. To save your supporter cards. You don't need to worry about using ordinary rolls to shuffle back your Pokemon cards. You don't need to worry about those cards. Whereas, so why is the difference so huge? Why is Morgan given such a huge advantage? The reason is because this card has the biggest confinement. You need to discard Dana, Evelyn, and Nita from your hand to be able to play Morgan. So that means you need to have 4 of those supporter cards. You need 4 specific supporter cards to be able to play Morgan. You need Dana, Evelyn, Morgan, and Nita. You can't have 2 Danas, 1 Evelyn, and 1 Morgan. You can't have 2 Nitas, 1 Dana, and 1 Evelyn. No, you need 1 of each: Dana, Evelyn, Morgan, Nita. That is highly specific. So how are we gonna be able to draw out 4 exact supporter cards? Well, we have the Misty's Favor card from Unified Minds, still a standard card, still allowed in the standard format. I'm happy to say that this deck is in the standard format. So we are using our Cosmic Eclipse Magneton call signal to summon 3 supporter cards. We are summoning our Lieutenant Surge, we are summoning our Misty's Favor, and we are summoning 1 of our 4 stylists, essentially allowing us to draw out 4 specific supporter cards on the same turn: Lieutenant Surge, Misty's Favor, and Morgan. So from those 3 cards, we can summon all 4 supporter cards, and we can use Morgan within the same turn to attach any number of energy cards. Not just basic, but we're using just basic energy cards. As you can see here, we have only 5 of each basic lightning, metal, and water energy cards. So we are not using any special energy cards, but we could use some wash energy. We could add wash energy into this deck, which would make it powerful. We could add coding energy because we are using Zacian in this deck. We are only playing 1 Zacian because we're actually using Zacian to draw cards. We are not using it to attack, but we are using it to attack if we need to, because they could have a Mew. That is why we have one boss's order. But if they don't have a Mew, then we are planning, well, the main idea of this deck is to use to deal damage with Amazing Surge, to spread damage on all of their Pokemon, and to knock out as many of their Pokemon with 1 or 2 hits as possible, to collect as many prize cards with Amazing Surge hits, with 2 Amazing Surge hits or 3. So we are trying to charge our Amazing Surge 2 Kyogres if possible, with 6 or more energies with 1 Morgan, because it is very easy to get those energy cards within the top 12 cards of your deck. It's 12, guys. Top 12 cards of your deck. So within the top 12 cards of your deck, if any of those are energy cards, you get to attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, not just any specific type Pokemons. That is the best, that is the most free way you get to attach energy from your deck. So bad thing is, it is just 12, and you do need to compress your deck to be able to make sure that the chances of you getting those energy cards within those 12, within those top 12 cards of your deck is as high as possible. So how do we do that? We have well, we don't have any way of doing that, but because we are drawing all of our supporter cards, we are drawing out a lot of supporter cards. We are drawing out Lieutenant Surge, Misty's Favor, and 4 Stylist cards. We are drawing out evolution cards. We are using Quick Balls, Sonias. We are using telescopic sights. We have Didin GXs. We have Zacian Vs. We have a lot of setup cards. We can actually use all those setup cards, evolution incenses. We can discard them very easily. So by the time I use a Morgan to attach energy to my Pokemon with this deck, whenever I play this deck, I would usually have already at most 39 or 40 cards in my deck. It would normally have only 39 or 40 cards left. So with that, I would normally be able to attach at least 6. There would normally be at least 6 energy cards, or 5. At the very least 5 energy cards within those top 12 cards in the remaining 40 cards of my deck. So 15 out of 40 is not a lot. 15 out of 40, it is a lot, because you know, if you have 12, normally a deck would have 12 or 11 energy cards, but 15 is already a lot. I can't add more energy cards in this deck because I need space for my trainer cards. Telescopic Sight, we have 3 of it. We have 4 evolution incenses because we need to evolve Magneton as fast as possible. We have 3 Magnemites, Magnetons, Didin GXs, and Kyogres. We have 1 Zacian V, 3 of each Stylist supporter cards, Dana. So 3 Dana, 3 Evelyn, 3 Morgan, 3 Nita, and 3 Sonias, 3 Quick Balls, 3 telescopic sights, all in 3s, guys. So 3 Lieutenant Surge and 3 Misty's Favor. And we also have 1 Boss's Order and 5 of each Lightning, Metal, and Water type energies. So as I said, you can it's actually recommended to replace the water energy with wash energy, because we don't have any energy searches Viridian Forest to summon basic energy, but we do have Sonia though. So if you do need to summon any loose basic energy cards, just because Morgan did the work, Morgan usually would have done the work, but even if it doesn't, normally you would have loose energy cards drawn into your hand anyways. But if you don't have them, if you need that specific steel energy, that specific lightning or metal or water energy that you haven't yet attached to your Kyogre, then you can use Sonia to summon them. So bad thing about this deck is that how are you gonna get past a Mew? So the only way we can get past a Mew is with a Boss's Order. So we Boss Order the Mew out and we knock it out with Amazing Surge, or we knock it out with a Brave Blade. So it's good to have a Brave Blade free hit, a free Zacian card to allow us to deal high damage to one Pokemon instead of a spread damage with Kyogre. So it's good to have at least one card that allows you to do high damage, you know. But the main reason Zacian is here, is because we're trying to use its Intrepid Sword ability, which also allow you to attach energy to Zacian easily, because you get to attach any metal energy, you know, that you draw into your hand into Zacian after using the ability. But it's better to use, the main reason Zacian is here is because we are trying to draw cards, because we have no other supporter cards to draw cards. We have no way of drawing the right cards into our hand except with Magneton. That is why we have so many setup cards. We have so many Sonias, Quick Balls, and Evolution Incenses is because the only thing we need to do with this deck is basically get out Magneton as fast as possible. Because once Magneton is in play and once Kyogre is in play, once we have 2 Magnemites and 2 Kyogres, and once we can evolve a Magneton, the ball is set rolling, everything goes on smoothly. Everything builds up from there. So it's very easy. We just need a Magneton and then charge up our energy with Morgan, and then we are good to go. And then we can Dedenne GX for a telescopic sight, or it can show up on its own. That is why we need a Zacian and Dedenne GXs in this deck, because we have no other way of drawing cards, and telescopic sight might not show up sometimes. So telescopic sight actually adds a lot. If they have a lot of V cards, if they have a lot of GXs, then we only need to hit twice. If it's a Dedenne GX, we need to hit twice without a telescopic sight to knock it out. If it's a Oricorio GX, we need a telescopic sight. If it's a V, we need a telescopic sight. So telescopic sight is actually important. So basically, if they have a Mew, you could think about actually using Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Obstagoon to knock it out with damage counters. And then on the same turn, before you pass the turn attacking the Mew, you don't have to pass the turn attacking the Mew. You can knock it out with damage counters to break through their bench barrier before you do your Amazing Surge hit. So that is a good idea to think about, to knock out the Mew with damage counters. Or you can even think about using a Volcarona GX's ability to this where you discard a fire energy card from your hand to do 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. But I think that is damage, that is not damage counters. So there might be new cards coming out in the Battle Styles Battle Styles expansion in 19th of March. We might see new cards with abilities that allow you to place damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. Pokemon abilities that allow you to do that every turn. Something like the Greninja's Shuriken ability that allows you to place damage counter as you evolve it, as you discard a water energy from your hand, whatever. And then we'll be able to knock out the Mew easily. But as of now, in the standard format, there are not many cards, only the Galarian Obstagoon that allows you to do that. If you can find other cards to fit into this deck, then that would be great. But you have to think about other cards to charge your Kyogre, because it's impossible to add extra cards. There is no other space to add extra cards with this Morgan card, because you need a lot of those supporter cards. You need a way to make to get out those specific supporter cards, and those cards itself is already a lot. It occupies way too many space for the deck. You don't have space for other cards. I can only manage one boss order in this deck, and basically if they have a Mew, I'm basically screwed. This deck is really, really bad against a Mew. So just right off the bat, I'm trying to tell you that this deck does not work against a Mew deck. If they have even one Mew, it's gonna set us off 1 or 2 turns, and that's gonna be very bad for us. It can set us up for failure. So this deck is just not against a Mew deck. Unless we are attacking, we can always attack with a Zacian, or we can always boss order the Mew out to attack it, or we can just wait until the Mew shows up and just knock it out. This deck is just not good against a Mew. So let's just go for gameplay. Before I go right into gameplay, I just want to say today's music we are featuring from the Infraction channel. Infraction features no copyright music, and they regularly feature good music on their channel, so check it out. They have really good music: cyberpunk, hip-hop, EDM, dance, electronic, all kinds of music right there. Chill, tropical house, future house, fashion, all kinds of music. So today we are featuring emotional music. The theme of today is emotion. So now let's go into gameplay. We have one Magnemite and one Sonia. That's not bad. A Charizard deck. They're taking an awful long time to select their active Pokemon, which is just a little annoying. We got a Sonia for Kyogre, that's really good, and we go second, that's even better. They're probably gonna knock out our Magnemite with the Welder the next turn. It's actually better to get a Dean because I'm just gonna get Zacian. So let's save the telescopic sight. Let's attach our lightning energy. If they Marnie us, then we can actually save our energies. We just need a Morgan. We need a Morgan left. They discarded our water type. And they are gonna discard again, another one. What the hell? Alright, at least we get to attach more now. Thank goodness for that evolution incense. We had 4 evolution incense. What am I gonna do? Attach a steel energy. I think we have 3 evolution incense in this deck, my bad. So we need a Morgan. We can actually boss order. We don't have a boss order in our deck. So let's get that one. Yep, so that next turn we get to do it again. We actually need a Sonia. We need a Sonia. So let's knock out the Charmander. If we can knock out the Charmander, it's actually good. We don't need to use... Oh my gosh, I'm so torn here. Okay, we have 1 Nita. That means we only need those 3. Dana, Evelyn, and Morgan. But we actually need a Sonia the next turn. So I'm just gonna get those 3 because yeah, because we actually need a Sonia for next turn. So we got 2 energies, that's not good. Just gonna Intrepid Sword here. Oh, thank God. Okay, we got that one, that's good. So we can actually do it again. Let's get a Kyogre. Evelyn, Morgan, Sonia. Four energies, finally. So lightning is over here, metal, water, and water. Okay. So let's just get out the Magneton. We can actually do double hit with Amazing Surge. So we knocked out 2 Charmanders. That's really satisfying. 160, we're gonna knock out the Charizard, the Reshizard, if they don't have any healing cards. Oh, they just let us win. So that's a good win there, against a fire type though. Let's go for another game. A Jolteon deck box. I've never actually seen that. Could they have a Jolteon GX? I think Jolteon is still standard, because Jolteon GX is a promo card. We got a Dideen as our starter. Not good to have Dideen as your starter, but obviously we can Tingly Return because we have no other GX attack that we can use except Dideen's Tingly Return. And we don't have much to discard from our hand either. It doesn't matter if we discard a Morgan, because but we have a good setup actually. We have Quick Balls and Sonia, but if we had to discard our hand, a Morgan and a Lieutenant Surge isn't that bad of a discard. I'm just gonna get another Dideen. Nah, I'm just gonna charge the Dideen now, because if I charge the Dideen, I can Tingly Return for, or maybe I can retreat and hit it the next turn, because if we evolve we can get Misty's Favor out and we can Morgan immediately for Amazing Surge. If they don't evolve into Obstagoon or anything, that's still fine actually. They have to put a V or something, otherwise they can get knocked out very easily. But they are probably not expecting a Morgan, so they're not expecting us to charge all 4 energies within 1 turn. We might not even be able to do that, so we can't actually knock out everything now because Hoopa is 120 HP, it's not 80. And Telescopic Sight doesn't work for a non-V, non-GX card, meaning Hoopa stays alive after 1 Amazing Surge hit. So does Snorlax. And they're gonna Gormandize. Oh, they're not gonna Gormandize. They actually knock out one of our Magnemites. No actually. I thought they could, but they couldn't. Oh, they could. It's an Assault Gate. I thought they are using the other Hoopa. My bad. They knocked out our Magnemite. Let's just put the Dideen. So we got options. If we can, I'm gonna see if I can. We've already got 1 Magnemite down. One Magnemite in the price card, 1 Magnemite down. So might as well just discard that loose Magneton. Let's get our Misty's Favor. We're gonna have to compress our deck by a few supporter cards. So let's just get Boss's Order maybe? No. I actually need that Sonia, so let's just get that one. I should have called the Lieutenant Surge. It doesn't matter anyways. So Lieutenant Surge, Misty's Favor for 3 cards. We have a Morgan, so we need Dana, Evelyn, and Nita. So we got all 4 stylists at hand. Time for the fashion show. We got no water energies, darn it. So we got Lightning, Steel, but no water energy. So there we go. We're gonna have to use our Tingly Return. Get a water energy the next turn. Maybe with our Sonia. Or we could actually draw it with our Didine. We have 5 water energies in our deck. No means of getting any except with Morgan. We have no energy searches, no... they gave us a training card. So we have no water in our discard pile though. We have no ways of summoning a water energy. No Viridian Forest, no Energy Spinner, no Energy Search. Except with a Sonia though. Sonia is a supporter card, meaning we do have to waste our turn's supporter cost. But we have a Lieutenant Surge. So I'm not sure what to do here. Let's hope we get to do Sonia twice. Because I'm gonna have to get a water energy. Okay, that's actually bad. Let's get lightning back. Amazing Surge for 3 knockouts. So they can actually use the Reshiram. I just saw a Reshiram. Amazing Blaze. So we only need to hit one more. We don't need Telescopic Sight because they are not playing V cards. Oh, they just let us win. So they probably couldn't knock out our Kyogre. I'm just gonna go for another game because that was too short. They couldn't knock out our Kyogre because it was they're only dealing 90 damage with their Hoopa, and they are not able to charge their Reshiram within one turn. So you gotta be quick, you know, you gotta be able to charge your Pokemon within like one turn. I'm gonna protect my Magnemite because Magnemite is more crucial. I actually have a Sonia, so it's actually should I put the Magnemite as the active actually? Had a Sonia, didn't realize I have a Sonia, but oh well. Quick ball for a Kyogre, Sonia for energy. Let's do that. Because we can actually use Zacian to attack. Let's get one, compress that one. Got a Dean, that's good. $130 is not a lot. Oh, they just marinate us. Oh, we got a Magneton, that's good. Magneton is all we need really. Massive catch. Oh my goodness. Any basic Pokemon. Let's not get carried away with that. Let's just continue. We can actually knock out that thing if we can catch a steel energy, a metal energy. So let's get a Dana, Lieutenant Surge, and Misty's Favor. We have no supporter cards at hand, meaning we need all the specific 3s. We need Lieutenant Surge Misty's Favor and 1 Stylist card. And we got Dana. Now we need Evelyn, Morgan, and Nita. Yep, Dana, Evelyn, Morgan, Nita. And now we play our Morgan card. You can actually compress it further with a quick ball, but I don't want to discard my energy. Let's not do that. I don't want to discard my energy. I just don't want to. Okay, we got not bad. Still not enough though. That's a little bit annoying. Dudine, should we Dudine? Let's just get another Magnemite. Catch that one and Dudine. No metal energy. We just need a Morgan now. Morgana, where are you, Morgana? Oh dear. No item cards. If we hit 80, we only need to hit twice to knock out that Jack. So 0 damage. Why did they hit 0? Oh, basic. Chichester buff. We gotta steal energy. So we can actually attach it to that one. Let's do that. And Intrepid Sword. So we can retreat and use our Amazing Surge next turn if they don't hammer or yell us. If they hammer or yell, we are done for. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that thing is actually scary. That Wishy-Washy with the scatter ability is actually pretty scary. So I can actually boss order something. 90, not gonna kill it. Boss order, let's not boss order. Oh, we can't play our telescopic side. Darn it. Haha. If we boss orders that one, then they can't retreat. So let's hope they stay at the bench so that we get to Chichester Bath actually protected them. It actually protected them even more. If only we could displace that stadium card. So instead of 80, instead of 110, we deal 90. Instead of 80, we deal even less. So now 90 is gonna knock out that one. 80 is not gonna knock out anything. But at least we get to play our. At least we get to play our telescopic sight. So thank goodness they did not. Let's play our Nita because we can. And get another Kyogre. So we just need a Morgan to charge that Kyogre because we have our 3 other stylists. Chichester buff is working real well for them. We just need one more hit actually. 110, we need 2 more hits. So that thing, if they switch out to that thing, they can actually well actually if they shuffle it back into their deck, they're gonna be in trouble. So let's try call signal for, oh, they let us win again. So there you have it, our amazing style deck featuring amazing rare Kyogre with the amazing surge attack, dealing 80 damage across the board to all of your opponent's Pokemon from Shining Fates. So Kyogre is charged by our amazing stylist Morgan, which allows you to look at the top 12 cards of your deck and attach any energy, any number of energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. So Morgan is the way we are supporting our Kyogre's amazing surge to fill it up with all the energies that it needs to be able to hit it. So sometimes, as you saw earlier, Morgan might not give us the specific energies we need because Morgan sometimes is risky because it might give us the wrong energies. For example, we might already attach a lightning energy onto our Kyogre and we need water and metal energies left. And sometimes Morgan might give us only lightning and water energies and not have any metal energies on the top 12 cards in our deck. So the metal energies might end up at the bottom of our deck. So that is the risk of Morgan. Sometimes you might not be able to get the right energies you need because you need 3 specific types. So it's very easy to get those specific supporter cards because we have Misty's favor, but with the specific energy costs, we're gonna have to rely on luck. But it's not too much of luck here because we are looking at the top 12 cards of our deck. As I said, 12 is a lot, but as you saw just now in those previous games, it is quite difficult to find, quite difficult with one Morgan to find just the right energy cards because they might end up giving us a lot of energies but only 2 types, or a lot of energies but only 1 type, or sometimes we might end up with only 1 or 2 energies. You know, Morgan might give us an unlucky draw of only 1 or 2 energies within the top 12 cards of our deck. So sometimes you get unlucky that way. You can't do anything about it. You just have to find your second Morgan. So it's always better to compress your deck as much as possible before using Morgan, but sometimes you can't really do that because you need those other cards in your deck. You need your Sonias for your next setup. You need your telescopic sights, you need your energy cards, you need your Pokemon cards, you know, you need way too many things. You can't be discarding all of those cards. So this deck is also not good against those powerful VMAX decks. For example, if they have a lot of VMAXs in their decks, if they evolve fast, then you're gonna have to do 3 hits. If they don't heal, if we rely on them not healing, they're probably going to heal with a Melolana. But if they don't heal, we're going to have to think about using Amazing Surge 3 times, and that's very difficult because Kyogre gets knocked out very easily. So we're going to have to charge it with 3 Morgans. How are we going to find 3 Morgans? Maybe 1 Morgan might be able to charge us, if we are lucky, might be able to charge us with 6 energies onto 2 Kyogres, and we only need to attach 1 energy on our turn twice to be able to do a double Amazing Surge consecutively, but that is if we're lucky. So we're gonna have to hit a VMAX. For any VMAX, we're gonna have to hit it 3 times. If it's in the bench spot, if it's in the active spot, we need a Fion. If it's in the active spot, we need a Fion to push it back into the bench spot to be able to add 30 damage with Telescopic Sight. And 30 damage is not a lot, and as you saw just now, if they have Chichester buff, then it's going to be reduced by 20, but obviously Chichester buff only works for basic Pokemon, so if they have a Chichester buff, then instead of 110, we only deal 90 damage with Amazing Surge to their benched V and GX Pokemons. Meaning if they have a 220 HP GX, sorry, a 220 HP V, for example a Zacian V or a Orbital V or whatever, sorry, Orbital is 180. If they have a Zacian V or any other V cards with 220 or 230 HP, then Amazing Surge is not gonna do a knockout with 2 hits because of Chichester buff, because it's only gonna deal 180 damage. If we have Telescopic Sight already attached to it, it's only gonna do 180 damage with 2 Amazing Surge hits because Chichester buff protects their basic Pokemons. So we have no Chaotic Swells in this deck, no Viridian Forest, no Stadium cards. Also, if they have a black market, as you I played a game against I didn't record it, but I played a game against a Sableye V with a black market, and I lost the game not because I couldn't collect my prize card, but because they collected their prize card first. So if they have a black market, they can actually stall your prize card collection, and that could be bad for you as well. So if they play any strong stadium cards, then Kyogre is basically screwed. This deck is defeated. So this deck is actually really weak against people who play strong stadium cards, who rely on stadium cards to boost their deck, people who play a lot of healing cards or a lot of VMAXs with a lot of buff paddings or a lot of stone energies and a lot of ways of defending their Pokemons from being hit by damage. If they reduces damage on their Pokemon, then that's bad. If they place very few cards on their bench, if they have a very few Pokemons on their bench but very high HP Pokemons, for example VMAXs, only two VMAXs in play, then you're screwed, because Kyogre is not going to do a lot of damage to those Pokemons, and it's not going to allow you to collect any it's not going to earn you a lot of prize cards unless they place like Snorlax, or Snorlax with a Gormandize ability, or if they place Mimikyu or any other loose one prize cards on their bench. If they play a Charizard deck, then you might have a chance of winning. If they play a Mad Party deck without a Mew, you might have a chance of winning. So what I'm trying to say is this deck is very confined, because VMAX cards, which is very mainstream, if they have a tag team card even, it's very difficult to knock it out with 2 hits. You need 3 hits at least, and you need a telescopic sight. If you don't have a telescopic sight, we only have 3 in this deck, and we have no means of getting it. We have no means of summoning it, and they can easily discard it with a tool scrapper. So whenever you attach a telescopic sight, make sure you're gonna attack. Make sure you're gonna attack just before attaching your telescopic sight. Don't be attaching it and passing the turn. That would be allowing them to discard without you using its effect first. Make sure you use its effect. Make sure you attach only when you need to. Unless you're discarding your hand with a Dedenne GX, then you have no choice but to attach your telescopic sight to your Kyogre. Then attach it, because otherwise you'll be wasting that discard. You'll be wasting that discarded telescopic sight. So that's all for this deck. We have also one Zacian V to draw cards. We are not relying it to attack, but if we can actually attack with a Zacian V. Just an extra addition. So it could end up in a prize card, so we're not relying on that turning up in the deck. So that is all for this deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you find it interesting. Join us for more future videos. We're gonna make a Zacian V deck. We're gonna feature a Zacian V upgraded Zacian V deck in our next video. Join us for that. So that is all for this video. Keep playing, keep striving for victory, and keep perfecting your gameplay. Buy those League Battle decks. It's not very expensive. Just buy them, or even buy loose packs to make your own deck. Cheap budget decks can actually score you a lot of wins, and if you score enough wins, you can actually earn enough prizes to build better decks, and if you can build better decks, you earn even more rewards, and the cycle continues. So join the tournaments as well. Go ahead and join the tournaments, join events, and fight, win big, and earn a lot, and make sure you keep winning with this game. It's easy. You just need to keep pushing forth, because if you even if you lose a lot, you gain a lot of experience from that, and eventually it becomes a second instinct. You don't even need to think about it. You already know when to play the right cards and when not to discard, when to play a Dedenne GX, when to summon an energy card, or when to do what. Every decision matters. Even the tiniest decision matters. Every single thing that you do, what you choose to discard, what you choose to draw, when you choose to do those things, and what you choose to boss order out, it matters. Every single thing matters. Every single coin flip matters. So that's why I don't like coin flip decks. You know, when you're up against a coin flip deck and they keep flipping heads, and that's the most annoying thing. Right? For example, if they have a lot of crushing hammers or a lot of if they play a Toxtricity with the Glimwood Tangle and they flip a lot of heads, then that's bad for you. So that's a little brief overview of how to perfect your gameplay. So perfect your gameplay, keep playing, keep earning experience, keep earning rewards, and that's all. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.